A great start to 2025 when we have Bakugan news coming out about products that have been canned. Sorry that I didn't talk about this sooner, but I was in San Antonio over the holidays when this news came out, and I only just got back and had a lot of Beyblade and TCG videos to work on, but now I am back and we get to talk about this hideous combiner that didn't get a release. It escaped from quarantine! So now it's time to sterilize this pestilence on the Bakugan world. Now this combiner was leaked out like a long time ago, I think June of 2024, but thanks to HapDrago4004 on Instagram somehow getting it, we got a closer look at what it would look like if it did get released. And I'm going to come right out and say it looks like monkey butt. The combiner concept is nothing new to Bakugan because we had Max's Dragonoid in Gen 1, Geoforce Dragonoid in Gen 2, those were great looking combiners. So why on earth does this one look like it was made by Santa's elves in the blind division? It looks like this Dragonoid combiner missed a whole day of meals or something. Each individual piece is a different color, which is really hurting the presentation because previous combiners were the same color in order to make some consistency with Dragonoid. HapDrago posted each individual piece though as well, so at least we can go over them individually. And keep in mind that all of them are shaped Furies, well actually some of them, steering away further from the concept of Bakugan. The first one we'll look at is Dragonoid. Now this actually looks kinda okay, it's nothing too great but not too bad either. Next we got Bruiser, and what the heck did they do to him? He looks like when SpongeBob sprayed a hole through Patrick in that Wet Painters episode. Next we got Ventry, and oh my god, what did they do to her? I know I always say Ventry is based, but they actually gave her a base plate! Why does she look like a kite? Then we have Trox, and this looks okay, kind of decent. It seems like he's going to be the tail of the combiner. You make him look like a badass, and he literally becomes an ass. This one is Hammerhead, which we actually saw initially leaked a long time ago. Now we know this is part of the combiner, and it does not look good. Finally, we have our new Bakugan that would have joined the Misfit clan called Barb. More on that later. And HapDrago also got their hands on the instruction manual on how to actually put this mess together, and honestly, there's way too many steps into putting this together. It would almost feel like putting together a mini Lego set. Putting it together though is not the issue, it's just that there is tons of steps that you have to fold each individual piece to prepare it to be put together, and the resulting monster looks worse than Ugly Sonic's human teeth. Along with the combiner, each individual Bakugan gets their own character cards, which HapDrago actually posted. First, we're looking at Barb, the new Bakugan part of the Misfit clan. Now, because Season 2 of Gen 3 has effectively been canned, we won't know who the actual owner of Barb was going to be unless a Brawler card gets leaked out in the future. Barb is a wasp. I already hate it, but it's 400, 200, 300 with reroll. Next up we have Shape Fury Ventry, which is a vanilla 400, 200, 400, and you can practically equip any Shape Fury gear on her for an extra power. She looks fine, her artwork is inoffensive, really like the red wings on her. Next we got Bruiser in Shape Fury, he's a 100, 500, 300, and if you have a team of Misfit Bakugan, he gets bonus plus 300. Bruiser doesn't look like he's changed that much. Hammerhead is a core Bakugan, he's a 100, 400, 500 vanilla, nothing much to say about him. Trox is a 400, 400, 100, and if you have another green Bakugan he gets plus 200, so he's best paired with Barb. His gear grants plus 100, 400, 100. And finally we get Dragonoid, who is a 400, 400, 200. If you have another Misfit Bakugan he gets a bonus plus 200, his gear gives 300, 200, 100. Unfortunately, with Gen 3 seemingly put to rest while Spin Master tries to recover, this probably won't be able to see officially released, and really it might be for the best. It's been almost a year since the disastrous launch of the Gen 3 toy line, and most stores, at least where I am, actually cleared out Bakugan and replaced their shelves. Even when I was down in San Antonio and I was hunting around Targets and Walmarts for Beyblades, they barely have any Bakugan anymore. But the few stores that still carried some Bakugan on the shelves, they are not the newest wave, and they're always on clearance trying to sell out, but unfortunately they're just not moving. So yeah, maybe it is best if this does not see the light of day, as unfortunate as it is, because it's just gonna sit on shelves and collect dust. And not to mention, Bakugan Gen 3 has been taken off of Netflix, which means that a Season 2 is just not in the cards for Spin Master right now. But what do you all think of this combiner in the comments down below? Would you all want to see this combiner released? But yeah, thanks for watching, thank God for Rapid Fire, and Ventry as always is based. I'm gonna go take a nap now. Bye!